The first time he came into my journal was January 7th, 2018. And I wrote, I know God is faithful because he has introduced me to a guy that gives me butterflies again. This guy is so genuine and I'm already hooked. That was only 7 days after I met you.
You make me a better person, and I'm so grateful for you. You're so smart, you're everything I could ever ask for. You're so driven. It makes me strive to want more in my life.
Well, Bobby is totally different from Lauren, but the two are dreaming together, and I just love the way that they balance each other out. I think one of the grandest things about watching their relationship grow and blossom to this point is that they have this love and respect for one another that you don't see in a lot of people or a lot of couples.
Wow.
Oh, look.
That's crazy.
Bobby, when I sat down to figure out what I wanted to say to you on this day, I went and got my journal to remember exactly how I felt when I met you. This led to me to read the entries I wrote before I met you. It reminded me of the prayers I prayed to God to send the man he made for me. How I trust in his timing and plan for my life. I prayed for a man who would be loyal, genuine, loving, honest, and fun, and would have a heart for Jesus. The first time he came into my journal was January 7th, 2018. Sorry. Whew. And I wrote, I know God is faithful.
Take your time.
Because he has introduced me to a guy that gives me butterflies again. This guy is so genuine, and I'm already hooked. That was only 7 days after I met you. That just shows how captivating you are. As I kept reading my journal to see how our relationship developed, I laughed and cried sometimes. These moments, they were so special, and it reminded me to always cherish our love. One entry that stood out to me was not far from when we first met, and I wrote, "It seems like when God brings new people into your life, it can change everything." Bobby's that person for me. He makes me sure of myself and makes me laugh. It's hard to explain him and why I like him so much, because he's pretty opposite from me. He gives this good energy off, and I feel good when I'm with him. Maybe then I couldn't explain exactly why I liked you so much, but thankfully now I can. You truly are a one-of-a-kind person. I don't even think you realize how special you are. You inspire me to be a better person every day with how positive you are, and you never seem to let little things in life pull you down, which I always need help with. I feel so incredibly lucky and humbled to be here today to be able to marry you. Bobby, I promise to love and respect you always. I promise to love and respect you and to always put energy into keeping our love alive. I will be there for you in the good times and bad. I will help you when you need help and make space for you to be yourself. I want you to know you don't have to hide because my desire is to know you, to know all of you, and my commitment is to love all of you. Lastly, I promise to always seek a relationship with God wholeheartedly, because when I seek Him, I'm a better partner, daughter, sister, and friend. And I know if we have kids, it'll make me a better mom too. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
man. I can't do it. Mine are really bad compared to that.
Just say it.
All right.
Okay.
So you know I'm not good with words, and you know I always say that I'm not good with words. But, you know, here we go. You've been the most awesome woman to me these last few years.
You got it, baby.
I can't do
You
it.
got it, go.
I seriously can't do it.
Take your breath.
And there's no telling like what kind of trouble that I would be in right now if I hadn't met you 3 years ago on New Year's Eve. You make me a better person, and I'm so grateful for you. You're so smart. You're everything I could ever ask for. You're so driven. It makes me strive to want more in my life. And you're like the hottest babe ever. But in front of these fine folks, I would like to vow to always be with you and only with you. Making me cry so much.
You got it.
No, I'll never lie to you. I'll always respect you. I'll do everything I can to keep our family safe and to provide for you in hard times. I can't even read this stuff. It's coming.
It's okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I just love you so dang much. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
Thank you.
Lauren, do you take Bobby to be your husband? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Bobby, do you take Lauren to be your wife? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
The higher authority of God pronounce you husband and wife. Bobby, you may kiss your bride. It's my privilege to be the first to congratulate and introduce to you this family and friends to Mr. and Mrs. Fitzhugh.
I love Bobby so much. I've been with Bobby since he was an itty bitty boy. He's always been like a little brother to me, and he's always been, you know, just amazing to everyone. And the night Melissa and I went on our first date, he was there, just showed up randomly on our first date. Like, here's Bobby having the time of his life at this bar that we just randomly showed up at for our first date, and I think that was a good luck charm. I mean, he's been good for us. But the two of y'all are great together. Both y'all love and respect each other, and I mean, it's awesome.
I'm so glad that you two got together and then finally tying the knot, and you know, I knew it was going to happen eventually. Bobby said that you were the one, probably within the first year.
A little bit about us, I guess, is I knew Lauren and I were gonna be inseparable when she went with me to roll each of my ex-boyfriend's houses. And there are a lot of them, okay? So she was my ride or die, and we'd go. So if it wasn't for Bobby, we'd still be together. But in all seriousness, Bobby, like, when Lauren told me about you, and just like growing up with her, I was in every season of life that she was in, so I got to see all of the turd buckets that she was with. And then she found Bobby, and seriously, you guys, like, something changed in her voice when she was talking about Bobby to me. Earlier, she was saying that Bobby just had this genuineness about him, this energy and this spirit that she had never seen before in a guy. And how awesome he was. And so I knew, like, the way that she was talking about him, there was something different about this guy. And I was like, all right, Lauren, I like it. And to Bobby, I am just so grateful to be able to watch you come alongside Lauren and spark a sense of adventure in her. I am serious, you guys. Like, he fills the gap for her in incredible ways. And I know y'all know that they complement each other well, but I believe that Bobby gave Lauren just this sense of, like, this catalyst for taking chances because she felt so secure with you, because you accepted her for who she was and who she is. And that is so special, you guys, because that's super hard to find. So thank you. As Lauren's best friend, like, I'm so thankful